Tonight I want to clarify what I addressed the last time to the council on the open space issue. At that time I addressed how the developers were given the power to control the election by being given a voting assessment that far exceeded the actual assessment that they will be paying. Mr. Pulskamp made the claim that the control wasn't there by comparing the weight of the 7 developers' votes to the entire voting base. This is not a realistic comparison because no election has a 100% turnout. I want to emphasize, in this election, with this rate of return, the developers had the ultimate decision-making power. If they voted no instead of yes, the measure would have failed. That is what I call control. I've given a worksheet tonight to the council that they can review that outlines this in detail as far as the numbers. The 7 developers in question collectively negated the rest of the votes actually cast, looking at the actual election, not the potential election. Giving the developers the power to vote for houses that are not even built yet was a marked change from the first election and is unprecedented in this type of voting. The engineer's report gives clear guidelines on the methodology that is to be used for assessing vacant land. This methodology was violated in an obvious attempt to skew the election. Why would the city decide to do something like this? The only plausible explanation is that there was collusion between the city and these developers to assure the 7 yes votes were attached to the unfairly exaggerated assessments. I'm sure the methodology would have been left alone if there was no guarantee of the yes votes. Mr. Pulskamp also addressed that the election passed among all voting groups such as residences and condominiums. This is almost to imply, what does it matter how the 7 developers voted? The measure would have passed even if the 7 developers didn't vote at all. The best analogy to this would be a student preparing to cheat on taking an exam. When he discovered he knew most of the answers anyway, he would say, wow, I would have been able to pass this exam even without cheating. He still cheated. My city has done a lot of good things for this valley. I can't deny that. A lot of good things. I'm very pleased overall with my city. On the open space measure, my city cheated. I will believe you cheated on this until you can prove up to the specific legal basis by which votes were selectively allowed to be counted at future value while only paying the assessment based on current value. Thank you.
Thank you. Arthur Sahikian, followed